Hey guys, versus Z. Sorry about the gap between reviews there. I got caught up doing other things, but today I'm going to be reviewing Deluxe Class Top Spin, um, Human Alliance Basic Backfire, as well as Cyberverse Commander Class Blackout with Scorponok. But for the first review, I'm going to be taking this time to look at Backfire. Oops. So yep, here's a Human Alliance Basic Backfire. These go for about $10. Just as much as a deluxe class figure, depending on where you get them. If you're going for Walmart, believe it or not, deluxe class figures are cheaper than these things. So yeah. Anyway, so here's his little bike mode. He's kind of a triple changer. He has a vehicle mode, a robot mode, and a weapon mode, which is really huge. These weapon modes are really meant for bigger figures, like leader class figures, especially this guy. He's if you're getting this guy, you're getting him to add on to a leader class Ironhide. That's what everyone does. That's what everyone's been doing. But I got this figure because I really wanted to know what this guy was about. Was there something more to this figure than just getting him for leader class Ironhide? Had to find out, and I had to say there's no point really in getting this figure unless you have leader class Ironhide, or if you're into the little clip system and arming up your other figures. These weapons do look pretty cool. They're these little rifles that use the clip system and they just attach onto other figures like that. But other than that, it's pretty cool. I'm sorry I don't have the Human Alliance figure. Actually, I do. Be right back. Okay, here's the Human Alliance figure. It's supposed to be Spike Witwicky, I think. Not that it really has anything to do with the actual Spike Wiki from G1, but so yeah, that's him comparing to a Human Alliance from back then. Significantly smaller, just like everything else. So yeah, he can sit on Backfire, although the scaling is a little off. So yeah, if you want to scale these guys completely, I think these guys scale pretty well with the Human Alliance cars, like every other Human Alliance figure, like you know, Bumblebee, Sideswipe, and all those other Human Alliance figures, Jazz, especially the leader class figures. So, yep, pretty cool. Rolls pretty well. All working wheels. You can see his head underneath. No mech tech ports, of course, but you do get various clip points in the figure. The back here, of course, and then up here on this little grill thing. Size comparison to a deluxe class figure, real quick. There's Starscream, because I think everyone should have Starscream. So yeah, there you go. Transform him into his, or let's transform him into his weapon mode, which I'm probably gonna get lost because it pretty much looks the same as this. What you do is okay, that has to happen. These can go back here. Like so, and then this is where you peg it into another figure. This needs to go down. And when you transform the wheels, they do kind of tend to pop off, so don't worry if they do. It's just how the thing is. So that is the gun. Take these. You want to close the wheels up. There's pegs and holes on opposite sides, so they should align and close properly. So that ends up looking like that. This will clip into there, and you bring this out if you wanted to. Yeah, I guess if you wanted to. And it's kind of a little weird because you would think that that's like a little scope and it should be pointing up that way, but it's really this way. So that's the weapon mode, and of course this is way too big for a deluxe class figure and just a little bit too big for a Voyager class figure. Perfect size for a leader class figure. But I really like this fit. I really like the mode because it would go well with Ironhide. And if you so choose to, if you had the leader class what's the face, Sentinel Prime, then this would pass. I think it could pass for a Cosmic Rust pistol rifle thing. So yeah, That's weapon mode. Now robot mode is you're pretty much there in robot mode because these are his legs and these are his arms. You just bring these things out, unpeg these of course. These will become his arms. Bring these out and up. So out and up. Rotate the arms down. And he has fists or hands. They're just sculpted in there. It's kind of weird. So just hinge them out. And you can pretty much adjust the hands in whatever way you want. There's no real way to do it. Then his legs pretty much here. Let's do that. Unpeg them from each other. Oops. Just leave them like that. And then what you want to do is swing his arms, or not his arms, swing his hips up. Peg them in. And then you can adjust these any way you want. I usually have them flat down like that. And there's Backfire in his robot mode. So, yeah. He looks cool, I guess. His robot mode isn't the best robot mode I've ever seen. He's got great light piping. Looks really cool. You barely have to try to get the good light piping, kind of like Shockwave. So that's pretty cool. He's got orange plastic all throughout, so it's kind of weird. His articulation, his head doesn't really go anywhere. It just rotates. It's cool. Arms again in and out, or up and down rather. Rotate. You got all these hinges here. His wrists can actually swivel up and down. These things actually move, so you can clip weapons there if you wanted to. Well, that's really where you're supposed to clip the weapons anyway. Ball jointed hips. You can kick forward, kick backward, kick out. A thigh swivel, I guess. A knee bend, very subtle knee bend because of all this junk here. And that's pretty much it. So very basic level of articulation. Not really much to get out of him because of how his legs look. Like, they're so chunky. You got all this kibble right here. If you're like me and you don't care about like having to remove parts just to get your figure to move better, then you can move these things, like completely just take them off, because they're just there. They're very obtrusive and rather annoying. So there you have it for this figure. Oh, of course you can clip the weapons on. Let's just do that, I guess, something like that. Well, no, that's the other side. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this figure. I feel that if you have no plans of getting the leader class Ironhide, then you can completely pass on this figure. If you like his clip-on weapons, if you like the way they look, if you think they'll look good with your other Transformers figures, then get this figure, but you should probably wait for like a sale or a clearance or something. There's always clearances, there's always sales on these figures especially, so you can pretty much try and get this guy on a clearance. If you must have him, try and get him on clearance, but I don't recommend him unless you have any kind of plans to get leader class Ironhide, or if you really just want these weapons. I for one bought him because I wanted to know if he was worth anything besides just getting him for a leader class Ironhide. And also the rifles really do look good, and they do look good on other Transformer figures. So aside from that, if you're just getting him for him, pass him up, wait for a sale, get other figures from the first wave. So yep, there you have it. On to the next review. Thanks for watching, guys.